Good afternoon, and we'll call the meeting to order, and we're going to have the opening prayer by Chaplain O'Hara.
No, I'm good. Those who can hear me can, and those who don't want to. I have two passages of scripture to share with you. The first one, and both of them are relevant to our meeting. The first one is that there is wisdom in the counsel of many. That's number one. Number two, be quick to hear, slow to speak, and even slower to get angry. So with that in mind, let's pray. Gracious God, we thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this community. We thank you for your love and your grace. We come to make important decisions that will affect our lives together, and we ask that you would give us wisdom today in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Where'd you go, Joe?
All right, if everyone will stand, we'll have the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we're going to turn it over to Emily here and let her go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just a couple quick announcements about some big upcoming events here in December. Just want to draw your attention to them. More information to come. Our first one is the Christmas Village. Has everyone seen information out on that? That's a wonderful time. We encourage you to bring your family, friends, neighbors. Your neighbors are here, I guess, but old neighbors to this event. Yes, there will be craft vendors, there'll be live music, pictures with Santa, kids crafts, bake sale, hot cocoa bar. There'll be marketing tours available in the main building and Christmas-themed food. Many of the things are free to do. So it's a great way. We like to reach out to our team members, to the residents here, to their families, to the local community. So please mark your calendars. That's December 6th, Saturday, December 6th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We also have a brand new event this year, and it is called the Frederick Living Christmas Drop-In. So let me give you a little bit of details. This is fresh off the press. Drop in for the first Frederick Living Christmas Drop-In event on Tuesday, December 16th. This is a festive gathering. It's modeled after Garden Spot's Village annual Christmas drop-in and will feature creative food and beverage stations located throughout the bistro, Freddy's, the auditorium, and Main Street. No reservations are necessary, and all the stations are free to residents and team members. All you have to do is bring a smile and an appetite. You can wear Christmas colors, and it's just going to be a fun night. So they're going to have some creative food stations, beverage stations throughout the building. It's kind of like a food walking tour. It's December 16th, 6 to 8 p.m. at night. That information, more to come, should be in the yellow sheet and a slide this week. So keep your eyes out for that. And then many of you have already sponsored an ornament or a candle in memory or in honor of somebody. But this year, that's our new event. The Lights of Remembrance, and that benefits Benevolent Care, the Benevolent Fund. So there's going to be special trees in different areas throughout the building. If you sponsored for somebody, you'll have a choice of an ornament or a candle, and those trees will be decorated during the Christmas season and through to January 5th, I believe. So on December 14th, that's when the Lights of Remembrance kicks off. That's a Sunday. There's going to be a concert here at 3 p.m. And that will feature a group called Abigail's Garden. They're an acoustic duo who blend guitar, fiddle, cello, and vocals into their engaging performances. They will perform Irish and Celtic folk and holiday tunes. So that's 3 p.m. December 14th. So we've got a lot going on here. There's a lot of good things coming. Thanksgiving's next week. I'm grateful for the many of you who continue to be such an active part of this community. Thank you for volunteering for many of these things and making them happen. And I hope you'll keep your eyes peeled and mark your calendars. So I think that's it for me.
All right, the next we have is the approval of the minutes of August 19th, 2025. So I will need somebody to do a proposal and then somebody to second it.
I so move.
All right, we have a first and a second motion to admit them to the board. Now, can we have a show of hands for a yes vote? And those for a no vote? All right, motion carries. What I'm going to do now is, since we didn't do the forms that we used to do with the, we only have two people that are actually competing against each other, so I'm going to give them each time to talk to you and explain what their background is and so forth, and they can, you can decide who you want to vote for. Who you want to?
Hi, my name's Lou Gentner. Elaine and I have been residents at Frederick Living for 4 years, and I feel blessed to be here. I would like to take a more active part in the Frederick Living Residents Association, as I feel that FLRA is a very important link between residents and management. I'm applying for the treasurer position on the FLRA board. I am a member of the Knights of Columbus, and I was my council's financial secretary for 12 years. My duties included depositing and distribution of funds and providing semi-annual audits of such funds. I feel that I'm well qualified for the position of treasurer, and it would be my great pleasure to serve you in that position. Thank you.
Okay, Leroy.
My name is Leroy Garris. I've also lived here at Frederick for roughly 4 years. I've been the treasurer for the last 2 years, and it's been my privilege to serve all of you. My background has been 40 years in financial and accounting. If re-elected, I plan to do exactly what I've done the last 2 years, and that is collect the money, report the money, keep the records straight, and take it to the bank. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
All right, neither Joe or I have anything to say because nobody's running against us unless we get nominations. So,
Never offer me a mic without, without expecting me to take it. My wife and I have been here for almost 11 years. And we have seen FLRA grow fantastically in that period of time. And to have a lot more input into the day-to-day life of the organization. And it's just been such a pleasure seeing that and seeing it work from the residents. But the emphasis is on the word resident. Frederick Living Residents Association. We, the officers of FLRA, need your input. If you're unhappy with something, bring it up to us. Certainly you can handle it directly, but we do offer you a little bit more clout because we meet with the various hierarchy within the Garden Spot communities and Frederick Living, and are more than willing to plead your case with Frederick Living. It's been a pleasure. I think the goal we've all had and discussed is to keep Frederick Living as good or better than when we bought in. And that is a true good goal as we go to the consortium of the other 11 CCRCs and Bucksmont. I can see that many of them are falling behind that. So thank you for your input as we serve, and we look forward to continuing to serve.
Thank you. Since Joe brought it up, I'll tell you that over the last 3 years, we've paid more than most of the consortiums as far as raises are concerned into our rentals. And if you don't believe me, I have the figures up here. So thank you, Lou, and to Elaine Getner for trying to find nominees for these different things, and we're going to have nominations from the floor if there is any. And the first one is for my position. If anybody would like to be added to the ballot, now's the time to raise your hand and have speak. No, nobody? Okay, then we're going to close the nomination. The second one is for Joe's position. And the vice president. And does anybody want to run against Joe? All you have to do is raise your hand and we'll be happy to put your name on the ballot. Nope? All right, we're going to close the nomination on vice president. There is a competition on treasurer, so we'll go with that. And I'll discuss secretary when we get finished all of this. Because Alice can't technically run again for secretary, but we have a means to satisfy that. Huh? Who wants to raise their hand for secretary? All right, this is a ballot sheet. It's top and bottom here. You only get one of them. But all you have to do is fill in where you want to do your vote. Lou, are you passing them out, or who's passing them out?
Yeah, I could use a hand. Mom, don't be passing them out.
Okay. All right, so we'll pass all the ballots out, and if, yeah. Is there anyone that didn't get a ballot? Let us know so that we can get you one.
Everybody get a ballot? Everybody ballot turned in?
I'm glad that Emily gave you all that upcoming events. Unfortunately, Bonnie and I won't be here to see half of them. We're leaving on the 3rd and won't be back till the 17th of December. And we're going to Rome and Greece. All right, is everyone voted and we're turned their ballots in? And we'll close the voting. I think they've left already to count. So we'll do the dining committee report, and Barb's not here, I don't believe. So Bonnie, do you have anything? Wait a minute. I'll get it. I'll come back. All right, before we do that, we're going to have the treasurer's report, and Leroy's going to give that.
Okay, the numbers that I have are from 18 November 25, and the amounts are as follows. For the general fund, the FLRA general fund, it's $5,078.94. Depreciation fund is $45,832. The train club is $4,810.25. The Swan Fund is $481.68. The Garden Club is $937.15. The total balance is $57,140.02. The area that we should discuss is the appreciation fund. Last year at this time we had roughly $52,000 in it. This year we have 45. So in total, at the end last year, we gave away $56,100 to 220 employees, which was a total of $255. As it stands right now, we would give away roughly to 220 people, $208. So we're a little short, about $10,000. We have roughly 2 weeks to go. So the cutoff is going to be December the 3rd. So whatever I have on December the 3rd, I'll deposit it in the bank and write out a check to Frederick Living, which then is transferred up to Garden Spot, and they put it into the payroll system. So we have roughly 2 weeks to go. Are there any questions?
Do they have to be currently employed?
Pardon?
When, only go to the people who are currently employed?
Yes, it does.
State?
Yes, only Frederick employees.
What are the criteria for getting the money?
For getting the money,
Yes, who is it? What are the criteria?
Being employed.
If you're employed on that day, that's when you get the money.
that's correct. The cutoff,
You're
that,
gonna be here 2 days, or you're gonna be here 25 years, you get the same amount.
yes.
Thank you.
Those guidelines have been voted on before. We had a meeting and we voted on those guidelines, and that's what the people agreed to.
Did everybody hear that? Remember, the guidelines for giving weren't developed by the officers or anything else. They were developed by you all, and there was a vote 2 years ago, I believe.
Right.
And a hotly contested vote about who would get it, what qualified you, the fact that you had to be a Frederick Living employee, not just a contractor. Remember, the people who work in general for the body shop are contractors. Your physical therapists are contractors. Many of the nurses upstairs are contractors. Hearing no further questions? I'm in my begging mode. Many of you know that I was the questioner.
How we donate the money to the fund? Who we contact?
No one can't hear you.
Who do we contact to donate the money for new? How do you do that? How do you donate?
Okay, how do you, a new resident, the question is, how do you give the money? You make out a check, we actually take cash too, but the treasurer doesn't like to handle cash, and give it to Leroy Garris. Just put it in the community mail. He gets so much mail, you don't even have to worry about his address. Just put Leroy Garris, treasurer, and he will get the money. He's very good at collecting money. Now we're back down to me on my knees asking for money. Many of you know I was treasurer for 5 or 6 years, something like that, before we had term limits. And there aren't that many people who often want to run for treasurer because it is a lot of work.
It also has to be made out, the checks have to be made out to the association.
Yeah,
So-
FLRA, Frederick Living Residents Association. Frankly, if you only write Frederick Living, he'll deposit it and it'll get in there. Ruth and I have been residents for 11 years. In those 11 years, we have never given less money to the qualifying employees than the year before. Please, 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 think about it. Dig into your pockets a little bit if you can. Give Mr. Garris a little bit more money. I would love to see us continue that tradition, particularly in inflation, of giving a little bit more. I know many of us have had problems with dining. I mean, we've had meetings about dining at all. But remember, the majority of those people have nothing to do with those decisions. People who serve me, and I believe you, do a great job. And let's try to reward them. As treasurer, I can tell you that at least 15 plus donations usually come in late, and they roll over into the next year, which is fine. We start with a little bit, get it in by the 3rd, so Leroy can get it in for this year. You will all find out exactly what we give to every employee at the next meeting, and boss, maybe we can even get Emily to put it in one of the newsletters so that everybody knows earlier.
Yeah, we can get her put in the yellow sheet.
Yeah, so that would be great. It's a great place to live, and we want to keep it going that way. And Any other questions on the appreciation fund? Thank you.
All right, we're going into club reports now, and Bonnie, do you want to describe what happened yesterday? No? Well, actually, we're going to get a new dining manager, and he's starting, I think, in 2 weeks. What'd you do, run out of juice?
Yeah, I got some of their new rechargeable batteries that just.
Anyway, I think that we've seen improvements in the dining, what's coming out of the dining room. I think there's a little bit, they're still replacing people and hiring people to add to it. Lou is the head of both dining up in Garden Spot, yeah. I forgot it, you know. It goes with age. But anyway, he's up in Garden Spot and here, and Jennifer is in charge of Garden Spot up there, and she's down here at least 1 day a week. We do have some people that are in temporary positions here, and gradually they'll start refilling the positions so that they can go back to, they circulate where they, in the system where there's no one there. We have had a few complaints, we've passed those on as far as the beef, et cetera. And we've, you know, it's going fairly well. And anybody that has complaints, please get a hold of one of us, because we meet with them, and a lot of times we talk to them between meetings and give them, you know, tell them complaints and so forth. Other than that, does anybody have any questions on dining? Okay. No, that's the right one.
I don't think I can do this without my glasses. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who has donated articles or interesting information or whatever to the Connections. I really appreciate those, and keep up the good work. The next issue will be for December and January together. There will be no January 26th issue. The next one will be February. And that's so none of us have to work over the Christmas holidays. As far as the raised bed cutting flower garden update, this was our first year. We got some stuff planted, and we found out what worked really well and what didn't. And we were kind enough, or the garden committee was kind enough to let us borrow some space. I'm sorry, not loud enough. The vegetable garden committee was kind enough to let us use some space in the vegetable garden to grow some additional annuals. We were able to provide 32 vases of flowers to the cedarwood people twice during the year. And we found out what worked out really well and what didn't work. And we decided the bed isn't big enough to have perennials in it to supply the needs that we have. So hopefully, again, we'll be able to use some space in the garden, vegetable garden area, and that'll be concentrated just on high-producing annuals like zinnias, which are very colorful, and they last a really good time when they're cut. And again, thank you to everybody that helped on the raised bed cutting garden committee. They were a big help getting all the flowers in the vases and up to cedarwood and getting the vases back. That's it.
Thank you. All right, I have the results. It appears that Joe and I got 82 votes. Exactly the same, of course, nobody was running against us. And the one that counts Leroy got 59 votes and Lou got 23. So Leroy got the election. And as far as the secretary is concerned, we're going to take care of that right now also. Alice can't run because she has 2 years in and that's her second term. So accordingly, effective January 1, we will appoint her to be secretary until such time as somebody steps forward. And if nobody steps forward, that's her year out, so next year she can run for 2 years. And she's agreeable.
And just so you know, the other officers, this is will be their second term. So think about it, talk to us, because you will be electing at least 3 people next time around, 2 years from now.
Yeah, that's correct. And we're going to get a division of the officers because by appointing Alice, then she'll be running by herself next year. All right, let me see where we're at. Yeah. Are you? I didn't do any. Yeah. Lynn Oliver for the book club. Lynn, are you also doing the travel?
And charity crafters. I might as well do them all together.
Okay.
Hello. Book club is a very popular club here. We have currently 19 members, and we get the books from the Schwenksville Library. We do not buy the books. Someone asked me that question. We get the books free. We keep them for a month, and then we come back and discuss them. And we do have some very lively discussions, not only about the books, but maybe how they impact our lives, or what they make us feel, or how we feel about certain topics. We do have a very good turnout. We get our books from Schwenksville Library. Somebody asked me that too. The Charity Crafters is kind of a new name for an old group. We have had a crafting group for the 4 years that I've been here, and it kind of got down to about 2 or 3 members, and we were making things just for fun, and we realized that we really didn't want things for us. We wanted to give things to other people to cheer them up, make them have a happy day. And so we renamed ourselves Charity Crafters. It's a relatively new term we started this year. We meet on the second Wednesday of the month. We meet from 1 to 3, and our goal is to make items to enrich the lives of others. Now, on the second Wednesday, we work on a simple craft. Now, I'm not talking very elaborate things. These are simple things that anyone can do. Can you cut a piece of ribbon? Can you trace a pattern? Can you cut out a cardboard? Can you put treats in a bag? We're talking simple things that will be given away to other people. And for example, in September, we made snack sacks for 30 of our local firemen and delivered to them the gifts. And they were so thrilled, they posted a picture on their website, which I thought was really sweet, with them all on the fire truck. And I thought that was really cute. We made pumpkin lollipops to sell at the fall open house. And in October, we made 65 turkeys to sell in the gift shop. And both of these sales netted over $100, which we gave to the Benevolent Fund. And in November, we made Santas and candy bags to sell at the Christmas Village, and we hope you come out and help purchase some of those, because all the money will go to the Benevolent Fund. And in December, we're going to make a gift bag for every resident in Magnolia, and also a snowman to decorate their dining tables. We made fall ones, and they asked for something for winter. On the fourth Wednesday of the month, second is the crafting that I just spoke about. The fourth, we gather to color quilt squares. These will be made, not by us, by others, into quilts that will be given to children and others by another group. And so everyone is invited to join the activities. There's no registration, you just show up. And I have to say, we do have a lot of fun. We laugh a lot and we giggle and we create a lot of fun things. The trip committee, I'm representing Sharon Kugler, Dottie Kaufman, Dottie Goffer, I knew that was wrong, Dottie Goffer, myself, and Donna Welder. And we meet the first Monday of every month, and we plan trips to local shows and theater groups, museums. This month, there is still an opportunity for you to go on Thursday to Olive Garden. The bus will take us there, drop us off, and then pick us up at the end and drive us home. There is still space available on the bus if you want to sign up. We do have a lift, so those of you who feel, oh, I don't know if I can get on the bus or I can't get off the bus, we have a lift system, so you just get yourself to the edge of the lift, step on, go up in the lift, and just walk on the bus, same reverse to get back on, to get back home again. And that's going to be November 20th, this Thursday. And then in December, we're going on the 7th to Pastor O'Hara's choir. The Solderton Men's Chorus will be singing in Solderton, and we will go up on bus to that group. Now, it is an evening performance, so we're leaving in the evening. We probably won't get home till 9:30. The chorus will sing to an organ, which is very beautifully done, and those of us who went last year had a great time. And we have a full bus going to the American Music Theater and then to Huckleberry's for dinner, and that's at the end of the month. So that ends up our year 2025. We've already started working on 2026, and not all of our dates have been set in stone, to speak, because it's a little early for some of our people to take reservations. We're hoping to go to the Turning Point for lunch in January, the Wyomissing Bakery and the Planetarium in January, and to the Boyertown Musical. It's going to be February 15th this year. It's a Sunday. And we're hoping to go to Garden Spot on the 24th, and we're kind of figuring out what we're going to do there. People have asked for that, so we're hoping we can work something out with Garden Spot. Other places we're looking at is the Woodmere Museum, Anna Maria's for lunch, the Pines Dinner Theater to see the School of Rock, People's Choice to see Ain't Misbehaving, Pretty Woman at Dutch Apple, and a Barbra Streisand tribute show at Penn's Peak in the fall. We have a wonderful time on our trips. Sometimes we're a little low on attendance, and I'm not quite sure why, because every time we go somewhere, everyone who's on the trip will say, wow, this has been great. We've had such a good time. If it's just going out to lunch, or maybe some of our touring that we do, we try to have a variety of activities, and we try to make sure they're accessible for people who may not be able to walk for long periods of time, that they're seating and so on and so forth. Please try to join us. A lot of people say, well, I've just moved in, I don't know anybody. Well, we all go together. We're all on the same bus. We're all at the same restaurant. So it's a great way to meet your neighbors, to become friends with other people you may not run across, perhaps at an evening dinner. So if you are able and the time suits, please sign up. The book to sign up on is at Freddie's. It's a notebook, and you can just fill it in and sign your name, and we'll let you know if there's any changes along the way, if there's a cancellation.
Thank you. You know, I skipped over the nominating committee because I wrote on the back of the page and it came through. So I went right over it. But Cheryl, do you want to introduce our newcomers?
Yeah, the batteries actually work.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. in case you don't know, I know you all know we have a newcomers group, and we've had it for many, many years. But this year, we started using mentors. And you can't hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I forgot I'm talking to an audience outside, too. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Mentors, yes. So we've been doing it almost a year now. It will be in the new year, the end of January, we will hit our anniversary of a year doing it this way. In the meantime, Lily and I have been busy. We decided we needed to put out some surveys to see how things are actually going. So we did write up a survey, and we gave it to all the people that have already had a turn to mentor, asking them how it went. And I was very surprised. We got a 100% response back from them, which, you know, most people never, don't you just skip when they ask me, do you want to take a survey? Psh, I go right by, but everybody responded, so we were very, very happy with that. And now we have a survey ready to go to the newcomers. So if you moved in this past year, I have them ready now. I'm going to put them in the mailbox, and you'll be getting them in a couple of days. And I hope you will respond also, so we see how mentors, how they helped you. So that's it for our new news, but then the most important thing I do here is to introduce the newest newcomers. You don't have to stand up when I call your name, just wave. And I'm not going to ask you to talk. Our first newcomer, Ed Sikowski. Ed came in August, and he's in 209 Oak Tree. Raise your hand again. It was too quick, Ed.
Welcome.
Donna and Tom Giltonen.
Welcome.
They moved to 4128 Astor in September. And our newest people, who haven't even moved in yet, but they came today, they're moving tomorrow. Frank and Miriam Lehman are moving to 311 Oak Tree, and
Welcome.
I thank everybody for all the help they've given to this committee. And remember, I keep telling you, you are all on this committee, because every time you smile at one another, you are helping them feel a part of this community. Thanks.
Thank you, Cheryl. All right, now we're going to get back to my list. Sorry I keep you waiting, Judy. Judy Frankel has the library and bingo.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I didn't bring any notes, so I'm going to wing it. Okay. For the library, you're welcome to borrow any book in the library. In the back of the book, there's a sleeve with a card. There's a small box, wooden box, I think it's wood, next to the large print books. Just take the card out and put the card there. We are tracking the books. We are not tracking who's reading what. When you finish reading the book, between the window is a large wooden box. Just put the book in there. You can keep the book as long as you wish to read it. If you want to donate any books, please place them in the wooden box also. We have on the shelves magazines. The magazines on the shelves are to borrow and return. There's 2 tables in the library. If everybody has heard this speech before, I'll stop. Oh, the new people. Oh, the new people. Okay. There's 2 tables. On one table right now, there'll be cartons that I am going to go through and keep some and probably get rid of the rest. But usually we put magazines on there. Anything that we put on that table is for you to take and keep. At the end of the hallway is another room. It's called the We Room. not W-E, it's I-I. Anyway, there are books in that library. You're welcome to borrow the books in that library and return them there. If they have a card in the back, leave it in the book. It doesn't really matter. Any questions regarding the library? Good. I don't have any answers. We also play bingo. It doesn't cost you anything. It costs you about an hour and 15 minutes. We play the first and third Saturday here in the auditorium, and we start at 6:30. But please come before 6:20. People come in late, and the rest of us go, anyway. Did you want to say anything about that? Are there any questions regarding the library or the bingo? Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. All right, moving along. Dottie, do you have anything with pet care?
No, but for the new residents, we do have a pet committee, and if you need emergency help with your animal, your family can get there, a friend, give me a call. No, everything's been quiet. We have a few less dogs lately, so some have moved in.
Okay, thank you very much, Judy. Or Dottie. Dan, how about the Railroad Club? Where we at in there?
All right. I have the trifecta. I'll do these in no particular order. Miniature golf. We played miniature golf 9 a.m. Wednesday morning from the first Wednesday in May to the last Wednesday in September. We had a basic group of 5 people who played, and at the end of the competition, Denny Brown was the winner. He had the best golf score, he had the most hole-in-ones of 9, and he had the lowest round of 19. It's a 19-hole, 2-par, 18-par course. So Denny Brown did a good job. It's a rough course. Not because it has all these little things, it's because it's a rough course. As far as the movies go, second and fourth Saturday of every month, right in here, from 6:30 until approximately 8:30. We try to keep it at 2 hours. We show movies. We try to give them a wide variety of movies. We have a DVD unit we can play. We also have a connection with Netflix, and we can get a connection with Amazon Prime. If you have a movie you'd like to see, please let me or Ruby or Kathy Kuhar know. We'll preview the movie. If it's available, we'll show it. Right now in December, we have 2 Christmas movies. One is a Hallmark movie, Joy, and we also have our first movie scheduled for January. We try to work a month and a half in advance. And the Railroad Club. Ah, the Railroad Club. Good news. We have 2 platforms set up downstairs in Oak Tree. That's the good news. The bad news is we have 3 parts of the platform leaning against the wall. As soon as they're all together, we'll start getting the trains back together and getting them up and running. That should take a couple of months to a year, honestly. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. As you can see, we have everybody with multiple duties here, so if anybody wants to help them, please get a hold of them. The last thing that we have is the vegetable garden, and Bruce is in the back there. You hear that, Bruce? They want you to work.
We had a little better time of it than the train club has, but anyway. Things didn't go quite the way we would have liked to see them go this year, but we did get going. We did have we had at least 10, 12 people that were working out there in the garden, various crops. We had a few challenges. We first started, one was we had to wait to see if we could get a fence up. The fence finally got up somewhere in the early part of May. At that point, then we had to tackle the rabbits and the groundhogs, which we did. So we stopped. I did find something new out though that was pretty neat. Rabbits will chew through plastic. I didn't know that, but anyway. The first fence was plastic, the rabbits still got in. Second fence was wire, that stopped them. But then the groundhogs came and went underneath the wire. So we had tackled that. Then we caught the groundhogs, and for all those that are animal lovers, we did not exterminate them. We drove them to a new location. Well, the one I took ended up in Berks County, so I don't think it's coming back. And the other one went, maybe 6, 8 miles away from here. So, that was going. But anyway.
No, went to Goshen Hopper Festival.
Oh, down to the festival. Well, that one might be back here then. I don't know. So anyway, what we do for the new people is in about March, April, we put notices out that you can apply for the plot. At that point, once we have everybody's name in, then we will take it and figure out what we can do as far as the amount of space goes. So just keep in mind, and the other thing, I have had conversation with Ryan. We are going to probably bring in more dirt to try and raise the one lower side. He will be rototilling it this fall to dig it, put some stuff into the soil. So we're going to try and enrich everything and have it good for the spring, which will get rototilled again in the spring. So anyway, new residents, please sign up if you want. Again, you'll see the notices come out, and it will be available first come, first serve. So that's the way we're going to approach it.
Thank you. All right. I have, I don't know if everybody's aware, but every New Year's we usually have a party here. And this year they asked if we were going to have one, and we're going to have a New Year's Eve party this year. And the Life Enrichment is responsible to book the band, order the food, and have a staff member on site at the party. So that is in the process. The band's already been booked, and I think the food's already been ordered, according to Kathy. Somewhere along the line, they felt that we were doing it, and evidently their Life Enrichment is doing it. So that's going to go on this year. Now, the next quarterly meeting will be February 17th at 1:30 here in the auditorium. And the quarterly meetings are on February, May 19th, August 18th, and November 17th. So that's our meeting dates for, okay. And I'm going to turn it over here to Alice, and she's got 2 announcements.
If you've received a survey, an email survey from Activated Insights, please look through your emails and try to find that email. Betsy asked me to announce that she's looking for more returns. She doesn't have 100% like the newcomers committee had, so she needs more people to fill out this survey. If you need help with it, you can see her. It's Betsy Natter, and she would like you to look for that. Again, it was Activated Insights. It has to do with U.S. News and World Report, but that's not in the email. The email it just is from Activated Insights. Also, the group that went to Africa will be giving a presentation on Tuesday, November the 25th at 2 p.m. right here. So you can mark your calendars for Tuesday.
All right, now, yes.
The ones that come to the survey, do we see Betsy if we didn't get it in her email?
Yeah, you can see Betsy if you
Yeah.
look for it.
She's down here at the end if you know where she's at, okay. So anybody that didn't get a survey, you also have to see Betsy to find out why not. Now, is there any other thing that anybody would like to bring up to the board? Yes. I can't even hear you up here, and I got my ears in. For a change.
Probably by the end of today, I'll know if there are 2 tickets available for the American Music Theater, the Deck the Hall show. And if anyone's interested, just let me know. You can either tell me or tell Lynn, or check the travel book for the 2 tickets. It's a great show.
Thank you. Anything else that we have to discuss? Take a motion for adjournment. Motion. Second? All in favor? Hey, we're done.